We are Zip Group. I am Eldar. This is Yevgeny or Zhenya in Russian manner. We are artists. And but I'm not going to talk about our pieces of art now. I'm going to talk about our activities. So our topic, self-organization as a survival issue to be in location. What does that mean? We live in south city called Krasnodar. It is the very south of Russia, near the Black Sea. You will see in my presentation today Black Sea. And it was kind of a story. We were artists, and we're now artists. We were artists maybe in 2011. And we wanted to have kind of art career. So what artists in Russia supposed to do in a super provincial location like Krasnodar? At first, at least to go to Moscow. Maybe better if he had quite luck to go to Berlin or somewhere, yes? But we decided to stay at our home. So what we supposed to do, what we should to do? We have no institution to contemporary art. We had no galleries in our city. So we decided to create own institutions. And in 2011 we organized our self-proclaimed institution called Krasnodar Institute for Contemporary Art, KICA. And it was no fundings, no money at all, just a kind of idea, just a dream. So at first, what I'm going to show you today, we, of course, if we institution, we decided to organize a school, school for young artists. We decided to organize a festival of contemporary art. This is, I will show at first you a festival of contemporary art called You Can, or in Russian Mozhet. It means if you want to have something, you can, or you may have it without any support, without any money, and just you have your own energy to do this. So, in my first part of presentation, I will show you our festival of public art. Festival, we have now 4 festivals since 2011. Every 2 years we have this festival. Festival has a format kind of art walks. He held during 3 days, and we have kind of agenda or curriculum on the social networks. So who want to go to the festival, he read on Facebook, for example, in the Friday, 10 o'clock, this geoposition, you should be on the crisscross of some streets, and it was at start in 10 or 12. Then we all go to locations of the festival: streets, abandoned buildings, private spaces, private flats, private yards, just parks, and all garages, of course, all you may use to present art. And we have open call, we invite all artists from all over the world to take part in this festival. And but we have no money, so how they can participate? Just to send to us something kind of graphics cheap to send through the post, or just say an idea, and we embody this idea by ourselves in the streets of our city. I will show just some photos from some festivals. You see, this is just very abandoned industrial spaces. Some street art, some graffiti. Then we go to the park. This great piece. The Facebook and stone Facebook, very heavy. But for example, this is a piece of a very popular artist in Russia called Tot Art Group. They pretty old. They start his activity from 60s. They just sent us his idea about golden Sunday. And he wanted to make some space very gold. So we bought golden spray paint, and we paint into gold benches and yes, and tables in a street beer bar and all. This is our river Kuban. This is interesting piece. You see Malevich Red Square, Black Square, of course. Red Square is another piece. Malevich is a famous black square, but made from sunflower seeds. It was art for pigeons, because it was famous place in the local market where pigeons always hunting for pieces of bread. So this is at first they just gathering to this black square was afraid, but then one pigeon start to eat, and you see all pigeons immediately in 5 minutes ate it up all black square. Sometimes this is in the amusement park in the center of Krasnodar for rest and amusement park. This guy, Bolt, is a director of the park, chief director of the park. This is from police guy even. And because they check our events on Facebook and trying to find us in the city to stop art activity. Don't know why they need just because they trying to understand. Yes, maybe it's against law of Russia, because in Russia law very strict about very hard about demonstration, meetings, and picketing. If you want to be together with your kind of friends and supporters, you should apply to local authorities, apply to municipality to have the permission to go to the park with your friends. Because if you show some slogans plus placards, you may be arrested, because it's not allowed. Yes. So I had conversation this policeman, what in your hand, what you're going to do. Then I say, just follow me, and you will see all what we going to do. Wanted to show this black square again. It's not only street art. We just show video art in this festival. We use some places convenient to show video art, and show video art to public when who on the walk. At the first pigeon. This is amusement park and microwave. This is a work of Victoria Lamasco, artist. You will see her drawings on the wall. This is interesting piece. I'm trying to translate this thing into English, but I forget. You use it. You use in the garden for leaves. Shovel, not shovels, not shovel. This kind of fork. Oh? Rake, yes, rake. In Russia, we have a proverb to step on rake. If you step on rake, the handle of rake bunch your forehead. It's in Russian proverb, don't step on rake. Yes, so we put flag of Russia on the handle of rake, and visitors trying to check this proverb. That's all. It's not. I think it's not all. I should come back. Другую сторону помотаем. Some murals. So that's all. And now I will show you some video. Да. Звук будет?
Okay.
Called propagandist club. Group zip is 4 of us, so you will see 8 legs in the crowd because we are not together, just 2 we 4. It's Black Sea beach. I will translate. Thank you. Crab thinks about you. Crab provides your rest. Crab wish you well. Yes. Crab loves you. Crab thinking about you. You should love crab, and the crab will love you. Crab provides stability.
Краб обучает, краб наставляет.
is the end. So I think you maybe get what about this. It's about stupid, blatant propaganda in Russian political system. Maybe not in Russian political system, but in Russian it's so really bullshit, stupid, I kind of made to say. Because no, if you watch Russian news now, or for example, every evening we have half an hour program called Программа Время, it's called The Time. And just all this half an hour, they say, today Putin is did all okay. Или Putin is the great. And during all channels in Russia, it's kind of not so intelligent, just so stupid for. So we decided to make this crap because it's not because only in Russia it's internet meme. Crap is Putin in internet jokes something, but it just show any country, any city, this stupid vote propaganda about vote me and I will do all the best for you. Because all slogans and these small pieces of paper which crap gave to people, it was just in these mottos. Crap loves you, crap provides your health, crap provides your pensions, crap provides your great future, and so and so. So it was in our. I want to now to speak about our other location or kind of other activity. We have our own kind of art residence on the near beach of Black Sea. We invite in every August a lot of artists to make special kind of site-specific art. This art usually we made on the beach, on the fields. Because this art residence situated in a very small village, and maybe about 200, 300 citizen villagers in this village. And this maybe after. So we made like in the fields some art. Like this. This is this village, and this is Black Sea. It was first piece when we first come in this village. The first piece of art we made at Spiral, because we wanted to do something like land art, and the famousest land art piece is Spiral Mall of Smithson. So we decided to make Spiral Mall. It was the highest piece, highest hill near this village. And I should go to the first slide. This is our super independent gallery called the pit, maybe the hole, because this is just a hole in the sand for sand excavation. Sand carrier called sand carrier. Yes. So we by chance find this hole and decided to organize our own gallery in this hole. So every summer we have exhibition in this gallery. So I will show you some pieces from this gallery. This is the opening. This is artists and residents of the Ardacha. This is a very interesting piece. It's a kind of underwater world. You see fishes and other creatures made from slippers found it on old slippers found it on the beach in the sea. It's sand slippers. If it's okay, yes, beach slippers. Just kill the snake. So, what it was for? What our aim? What was for? All. Because if you decide to stay in your own city, to not move, you should do something. Yes, at first it's self-organization, but besides of self-organization, you need visitors, you need spectators. So you need kind of study them. So you need kind of create them. So all our activity in our local city is not at first to have some space to be together, to have lectures or just conferences, then to organize an environment of all artists, and super young and old, doesn't matter. And then at third, to have visitors. So we should to teach, we should to educate in the field of contemporary art. And the fourth, we should communicate, not be kind of closed. We should communicate with other cities of Russia. So we sometimes have we call kind of horizontal communication, because in Russia it's a super strange country. All kind of I call radial system. So in the center Moscow, and then you have radiuses like this. So it's logistic. If you want to fly, for example, from Krasnodar to Krasnoyarsk, at first you should fly to Moscow, and then you kind of fly back to Krasnoyarsk. So and logistic, all foods and all kind of communication like this. And in art, logistic in Russia, the same. If you want to have some exhibition, at first you should go to Moscow, then maybe from Moscow we go somewhere. But we decided to break this system and to organize horizontal communication. So we had kind of exhibitions in our city from Voronezh, from Rostov, from what еще? Все, пока. No, from Voronezh, from Rostov, from Samara, yes. And then we and all our Krasnodar artists to Voronezh, to Samara, so we have kind of this horizontal communication. Что еще добавить? I think that's all. Thank you. Спасибо.